Isn't the only festivity for residents Saturday in downtown Rockford, as they also celebrate the revitalization of dozens of spaces in the area as part of creative mural projects. This is an initiative started by the Rockford Area Convention and Visitors Bureau in 2019 to showcase the city as a canvas. Local and visiting artists turn worn down walls into beautiful works of art. This weekend is a celebration of this initiative and the creation of at least 5 new murals and mini pop-up murals in at least 5 locations. Saturday's festival.
Seeing how different it looks even just one day later, and so to be able to invite the community to see that has been really fun this year, and to have projects really on the west side and the east side and downtown. It's a great opportunity for people to see projects all over the city that will be transformative.
And as part of this festival, residents are treated to the city's first ever drone show Saturday night. 150 of those drones, to be exact, light up the sky with a 14-minute display synced to its own soundtrack. This took place near the intersection of North 1st and Market Streets in Rockford. And as mentioned, the festivities will be concluding on Sunday. RMGD will be providing a trolley shuttle from 9 locations. A list of those can be found on the city's website.